Bang, man. What's your feeling on this game? How you feeling coming to this one? I know you were very, very high on this team. We were all high on the team, but you had them win the division. You said that you see a path for them to bounce back on Monday. So what are you feeling heading into this game?
I saw I saw a path to bounce back on Monday, but then players started talking. If the players didn't start talking, I would be very confident about this game. Um, but now I'm not, simply because I wonder how much the players are going to play for the coach. They've been questioning that man all week long, and he's come out and he's tried to say some things, but every leader questioned that man. So when you now going up against Kyler Murray, who, for what it's worth, man, he's playing top 10, 15 quarterback right now. He's playing really good ball. And you add that to Marvin Harrison Jr., so the defensive backfield is going to have some work to do. James Conner is playing bully ball right now. The Bears have had trouble with stopping the run. This right here, they got to put somebody on their ass and show the coach, like, yo, we up in this for you. And we in this with you. But the way they've been questioning that man all week, I am not for sure. And the fact that the Cardinals have pulled off games that they probably shouldn't have won. And you go in there, man, it's hard to feel confident about the Bears right now.
Dante, what's your vibe on this as well?
I don't feel good. I mean, you talk about the going on the road and continuing to lose. It's just another example of the poor preparation for this team. So I think at this point you would hope there's a sense of urgency, because I mean, I know a lot of people told us as fans we were being, overly optimistic when we were saying playoffs and, even contending for the playoffs in year one of Caleb's tenure. But the reality is this team is a few plays away and a few decisions away from being what? 5-1?
6-1.
6-1, exactly. So I mean, that's my issue. So knowing what we know about the lack of preparation and them heading west and it being a 325 game, the injuries, like we've liked Tevin Jenkins for a while, but we've all said he just can't stay healthy, and then he's proven that so far. I'm sorry, Tevin and Larry. Having Larry back, I agree, it's tough throwing him into the fire right out the gate. I don't feel good about this game. This was the game that I said if they lost any game, they was going to lose this game. So, I mean, I can't switch up now. So, like, I definitely don't feel good about this game. And Jaquan still being out, that concerns me. This is definitely a tough one. So, this is definitely a make or break game for me because, like you said, the playoff odds are already at 19%. And you lose this game, they're probably going to drop to like 5, and then you got to just pray a whole bunch of crazy shit happens, which ain't going to happen. So
crazy stuff does happen, but not for the Bears.
Not for us.
Not for the Bears.
Not Damien, with the schedule that they have.
Right. Damien put in the chat, the Bears, especially DJ, seem like he'll bring the team together on some fuck flus. Let's go out there and ball for us. I'll say if there's any team that would do that if they play for themselves. This team does police themselves 100%. We also hear too that it doesn't sound like Tyreek Stevenson will be starting on Sunday. I did say in the heat of the moment on Sunday he shouldn't start. In my more sober, non-angry mind, I still think you start. Find the nigga. But you need to win this game.
No. He can't. He can't. And here's the thing. And here's one of the other things that I noticed this week that I've never seen as a Bears fan, because I don't think they've really had to be in that position. He got shit talked about him too on the low. They just didn't throw him under the bus like they threw the coach. So you gotta set a precedent. You have to do something, and it would not shock me or surprise me if that's the only thing that the coach and the player agree on. Not saying that he ain't got to. I ain't saying not play him. He can't play a quarter.
So, a quarter?
He can't play at least a quarter, Jack. He can't play at least a quarter.
Yeah,
because if he do that,
and I think that they can't find him. I don't think they can find him, because of
they can't find him.
CBA and shit. So like this really is Yeah, no,
Okay.
yeah, you can't fuck with people's money, you know. Like
I
you
thought
can't-
there could be team fines though.
Nah, they can't. No, the
that's-
team find is him getting his ass
Yeah.
beat in the shower, fam.
Right. They gave him that pumpkin head. The team fines is gonna be stuff for like conduct detrimental to the team outside of on a game. You
Yeah, that
can't.
shit was detrimental to me, nigga.
Right. Oh yeah, that shit was detrimental.
man.
I kicked my mom out my house, man. I felt bad. I had to apologize. But no, yeah, I agree with you, Bang. Like, I agree with you, Scott, too. Like, you need him. He is, your second best corner. And this is a game that you gotta win, but you have to send the message. If you don't send the message, then then those guys are just gonna be calling Flus what they said he was, pussy. They're gonna be Carl Williams is gonna be saying what he retweeted. There's no accountability in a real coach. Somebody that's accountable and a real coach that's really trying to get the message across to their players, they're gonna have to make this decision.
I just want to say this one last thing about it, and then we can move on to the actual picks. Unless Dante, you have something to say about Tyreek getting benched,
No.
But I saw Sylvie and I think it's Tracy. I don't want to mess up her name. She does a show with Dion.
I know you're talking about. I just don't know.
Yeah,
I just don't know her name.
Yeah.
Peggy Kaczynski.
Peggy. Yeah, my bad. Don't want to mess her name up.
Kaczynski,
Yeah, Peggy Kaczynski. So Sylvie said he didn't think the Caleb Williams daddy tube was that big of a deal, and Peggy said no, it's a big deal because you're gonna listen to whatever's coming from the camp of your best player, and I 100% agree with that because if he's upset. And we don't know if Caleb's upset. I thought Caleb handled this week better than anybody.
Shit, after he left the way he left that damn sideline, that motherfucker
I'm not talking about like in the heat of the moment.
Oh, no. What I'm saying is that tells you a lot. That shit like that do tell you a lot about the psyche of a player. Like when I look at that whole thing, I'm like the way he stormed off, grabbed his helmet, the way he stormed off, he was pissed, he was cussing and shit. Even his interaction with Jaden Daniels ain't had no time to little brother him on that one. That motherfucker was like,
I did peep that on the NFL film.
Yeah, the way he left, I truly believe that his dad's frustration came out in that tweet because of how his son reacted on Sunday going into Monday. Coaches might not have saw that. But you also got to remember, Caleb got that done at home.
Yeah,
that nigga's crib.
And I feel, I agree with you saying. What I was saying is just like obviously publicly, but like I feel like he's gonna do the LeBron James thing where if LeBron's upset about something, or he's upset with a coach, or he's upset with the roster, which you all know usually happens after Dr. King Day, we start healing fillers from like it'll be one of a couple people. It'll be from Rich Paul, it'll be from Brian Windhorst, or it'll be from who's my
Dave
man?
McMenamin.
Dave McMenamin, but who's my man who used to cover him in Cleveland? Oh, I met him. I met him at the Clipper game. What's my man name?
Chris Hayes.
Chris Haynes.
Right.
One of them. So I think that if it continues, you're gonna start to hear a word these upset.
Yeah, he ain't got one of them yet though.
Well, nah. He do because it's funny you say that, Scott. Colin Cowherd was talking about it today.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Colin Cowherd has been his mouthpiece. Colin Cowherd has been close to that camp, being out of of LA. He was the one that was.
And don't Colin live in Chicago now?
And Colin had, yeah.
He got a place out here.
Chicago, yeah.
And I think he moved out here permanently.
Oh, he out here now? I know he planning on doing it. I didn't know if he did it or not.
Put the tea leaves together. That's his voice. And today he had a little segment right after talking about the Jets, and that was one thing. I wish the fucking Jets would have lost yesterday because they would have took off a little of the steam from the Bears.
Right, exactly.
Especially what Malachi Corley did. Right.
Yeah.
But he kind of mentioned today that this season is going how he expected, and he thinks their Bears are going to that inevitable what we knew before the year, that Matt Eberflus is not a coach that that can take this team to the promised land, or that should be responsible for having a quarterback as talented as Caleb Williams.
And also, if you want to know what Poles is thinking, pay attention to Albert Breer, who was there many times during training camp this year.
That's why. See, now the Breer shit is why I was so upset in hearing the Ben Johnson news.
Yeah,
because if you would have told me that Ben Johnson was available or was interested. That's why I said, yo, back channels had to tell you that Ben Johnson was available. Ben Johnson getting him a job next year, whether it's Dallas, whether it's here or whatever. And with Ben Johnson, who's a pretty good offensive coach, been doing wonders with that offense with Jared Goff and the running backs. That's a Jared Goff that niggas ain't really have a lot of faith in, too. So it's not like this motherfucker did this shit with somebody that was already good. Like, this nigga came in and they ain't had no faith. The other part about it is you hurt a team in your division by going ahead and getting somebody like that. So I don't know if Ben Johnson told the nigga, no, I changed my mind.
No, I just it never came available.
I'm just saying.
The Bears actually believe in Flus.
That's what I'm saying. If that nigga was there and you totally believe in that nigga like that, everybody got to go.
But no. But it points to a bigger question when we asked about who's really calling the shots. Is it Flus is still there because Ryan Poles wants to give him a shot, or is Flus still there because McCaskey told him you can't fire him?
Look, man, McCaskey, I'm telling you right now, McCaskey is hands off, bro. That nigga is hands off. He is the Conor Roy. That is Ryan Poles' show. I'm telling you right now, that is we shooting Poles too much, Bell, because we like that nigga, but this is all on Ryan Poles' head.
It's Justin Fields 2.0, bro. It's Justin Fields 2.0. This is the season. Last year was the Justin Fields evaluation year. This is the Matt Eberflus year. And then, hey, Flus, we gave you Pro Bowlers. We gave you a better quarterback. We gave you a top defense. You couldn't make it work. You had the easiest schedule going into the year, which is true. They had the easiest strength of schedule. They should have had 6 wins by now. They don't. If they don't make the playoffs, then yeah, I think hey, listen, how did Hard Knocks end? Ryan Poles said it's time to win. You can't be the face of the Bears and be the GM and say that, and then turn around, say we only win 7-8 games, don't make the playoffs, and continue to roll with Buddy.
Yeah, I think if they miss the playoffs, he's fired. My concern is I don't think it's gonna be Ben Johnson because I just don't think they're gonna pay the prices he wants. Which is funny because there's no salary cap when it comes to paying coaches. The peak Bears will be this, and then we're gonna move to picks. Will be, you know what? We fucked up with Cliff Kingsbury. Let's make him the head coach.
I was thinking that too.
Or Caleb, you like Lincoln Riley? Let's give him a call.
Not with that nigga being trash in the Big Ten. You can't do that,
bro. It's the Bears.
No, I'm just saying. I know it's the Bears, but if you do that, you just made your shit worse.
You said they still check. Yeah, they signed the checks, but I'm telling you, it is Ryan Poles and Kevin Warren's show. Like literally, when
that's what I want to hear from. I want to hear from Bump.
When McCaskey goes up there and says things like, it's all on Kevin and Ryan, he's not lying. Like it is their show, and everybody be wanting what's called Kevin Warren TED Talk, Kevo to talk. Like Mikey said on 7 Night the Howlers, that nigga can't even get a stadium right now. You know what I'm saying? So there's bigger problems at hand for that man. So let's go to our actual picks this week. I'm just gonna quickly go over the injury report to give the exact things on there. So Karan Ambagaji, that's what I was saying. He's going to be out. He did not practice all week. Jaquan Brisker still in concussion protocol, which I am concerned about. A couple fans on 7 at the House like, well, he's only missed 2 games. Yeah, 2 games, but it's been a month. He got hurt October 6th. So he wild card game. He missed the Jags game. He missed, he had the bye week, and now this is 2 more games in a row. So he still has symptoms, is what Flu said today. So he's still in concussion protocol. Braxton Jones is out. He did not practice all week. Montez Sweat didn't practice today, but Flu said that's because it was a rest day, and they are optimistic about him playing. He is questionable with that shin injury that kept him out of the final Hail Mary play on Sunday. Ryan Bates is questionable. He practiced limited all week. I will actually be shocked if he plays. I think they're probably going to wait till the Patriots game to officially activate him to play. Kyler Gordon, good news here, hamstring. He's limited, but it's a hamstring, so I don't know if he's going to go or not. He's questionable. And then you got Tevin Jenkins. He's questionable, but Flus did say he is very optimistic about Kyler Gordon and Tevin Jenkins. Larry Bourne is questionable, and then so Larry Bourne, I think Larry Bourne is going to start. But my pick for this game, I said it when the schedule came out back in May. when we did a scheduled episode of 7 at the Hallis, when we did the I'm Not Gonna Hold You preview special back in August, that I thought they were gonna lose this game. Stupid stuff just happens when they play in Arizona. Now they are 3-0 in that stadium, even though all 3 of the games were dumb. I just think that, like I said, I have zero faith in Shane Waldron calling a consistent game against a team that's, I won't say they're on fire, but they're playing some good ball lately. And for all the fault that Kyler Murray gets, he plays really well against the Chicago Bears. I think Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to have a good game. And I just, the offensive line was already bad, but with all these injuries, I'm scared for Caleb. And even though he's going up against the worst pass rush in the NFL, I'm going to go, I think it's going to be another stupid game. I'm going to say 30-27 Cardinals. Mikey, which way are you going?
If the Cardinals score 30 points, then we got a lot of problems. But I'm gonna take the Cardinals in a field goal game. Give it to me as 20-17.
Go ahead, Bang.
Man, I'm still going with the Bears, man. 27-17. They're going against a team that has no pass rush. And even though we have the injuries we have on the offensive line, I feel like this veteran-laden team is not going to come out there and lay an egg after the bullshit they just went through.
Dante, close us out. What you got?
17-14 Cardinals. I think it's going to be a stinker. I think it's going to be a stinker on the West Coast. I'm not going to lie to you.
They scored 14 points, man, then we take
I'm the only
Carson
one?
back.
Nigga scored 15 on Sunday.
Nigga. I'm the only one?
Yeah, nigga. Yeah,
on the Bears podcast?
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
bro. Hey,
I have
0 for 16 on Sundays.
I have a little thing. You see
seasons.
these? I have a little thing called eyes, my nigga. I'm not fooling for. They gotta prove it to me. And like, by the way, and I had this as a loss for months. This isn't a reaction type thing.
Same.
I had this for months. 40-17 Bears. I wish this was what happened.
I feel you. I had the Washington Commanders as a win, and then y'all tried to get down on me, and then
I had the
switched
Commanders
it.
as a loss by switch last minute. I will not be switch on this.
I had this Cardinals game as a win, man, all season. But after last week and everything that's transpired, then you add in the injuries. I just don't feel good about it.
I don't feel good.
But hey, we would all 4 of us or all 3 of us would love to be wrong, and I would love for Bang to cut a promo on us on Monday, telling us that he saw it all along.
I will.
So cool.
Triple double hat trick, I know the code too. Ice trade, go for trade, yeah we cold too. Getting paper on these player haters, old news, money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line.